So my best memory in Heidelberg was going over to the Neckarwiese, which is like the little grass patch kind of right by the river, and just having a picnic over there the other day. Yeah, and really just kind of hanging out and realizing how nice Heidelberg is during the summertime. It's gonna make me miss this place a lot, and hoping to come back in the future and check it out some more.
One of my favorite things that we've done in Heidelberg is when we all go down to the field across the river and we play soccer together, and it's just really fun.
And probably like my favorite experience at Heidelberg is this pizza place called Stuziko's. And I'm telling you, if you come to Heidelberg, you need to befriend the owner of Stuziko's. His name is Jumbo, fantastic man. And you will get not only the best pizza you will ever have in your life, but you'll have a very good friend.
Coming to the castle just like this.
Coming to the castle for sunset, like we are right now.
It's pretty cool to live right next door to a castle, and it's so much fun to just like hang out here. There's so many memories just from like spontaneous times.
Anytime that we do that, I just love it, and I'm gonna miss those times a lot.
My favorite memory in Heidelberg was our fall formal last semester, when we went and took pictures at the castle and then went out to dinner and had a great time.
Like, I just remember it being like such a like community thing. Like, we all were dressed up, like looked so pretty, and then like went to the castle. It was snowing.
We still took pictures.
We still took
like
pictures. I was freezing, as were all the girls in heels. It was like super fun.
So cold.
I had never left the United States before my time abroad, and we got into the train station here in Heidelberg, and we got into a taxi to drive up to Morehouse, and I just stared out the window the entire time, staring at the buildings, staring and realizing, wow, I'm in one of the most magical storybook towns.
All right, I think for me, being abroad really immersed me in the schnitzel culture of Germany.
Every Tuesday we would go and explore a new restaurant together.
And I really enjoyed going to Schnitzel House with people in the dorm, and then like eating the really strange schnitzel they had on the menu that I don't think they intended for anyone to eat, but we managed to try because we were going for all of them. We didn't make it, but I mean, I think it's the effort that counts, so we did it.
Going to Fasching and like seeing all the parades and everything, that was super fun. Everyone was going crazy, and
It was just so fun, everyone being together at once in Heidelberg, and like everyone was being themselves and super outgoing and super fun.
the Christmas party that we had planned, and there were snacks everywhere. Like the entire house was ready to go. We got changed in our PJs, and we like meet down in the reception room. And then I was one of the first ones in there. I was sitting there with a few other people, and I slowly started to hear some music going from out in the hallway from a speaker, and the sound got louder and louder. People were singing Christmas carols, and I come out, and the entire program is lined up on our spiral staircase.
A Halloween party that we had last semester, because everyone in our group is just so fun and always like wants to go all out, so everyone got super decked out in their Halloween costumes. Orion and Grayson were Dr. Lerner and Dr. Sattler, and it was so funny.
The last night of first semester, it was a lot of fun. We all got together and went down to the bridge.
A bunch of us actually jumped in the Neckar, and it's probably 35 degrees outside, so that was a little bit crazy.
We have a picture of us all on the bridge, just like huddled together, saying goodbye to people, and that was just such a great memory.
Honestly, my first night when people like welcomed me and took me around town, and then we went and like just celebrated my first night of being here.
The Mexican fiesta. I think that was the first time that I was like, oh my gosh, like these are our people for the year, and like with Tim and Jan and just the dancing and the food and the fun, like I just will always remember that as being one of the first moments of thinking like, yes, I'm so happy that I'm here and like so excited for this relationship.
So my favorite place traveling while abroad in Heidelberg has to be the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland. We went during our long travel break, and we got to see like the actual cliffs, went to the edge of the cliffs.
And then for St. Patty's Day, we were in Dublin, and
Back in October, we did this hike in the Swiss Alps, and all of us were pretty unprepared.
Backpacking in the Alps maybe wasn't enough prepared to do what we did.
We were all wearing Nike Frees and shorts, and we ended up hiking into the snow. And at the end of the hike, we dove into the glacier water out of the Swiss Alps, and it was just unlike anything I've ever done.
When we went to Sevilla for our EFT, that was just like the best thing ever. I remember like we went to the flamenco show, and it was so fun like to see them dancing and like doing like that style.
The EFT to Sevilla was really awesome. I love the entire just being with like the whole class in general, and the weather was perfect.
Spain, because of the incredible weather there, it was basically like being Malibu again.
With the tours, like the architecture in Spain is so beautiful. Like
Cordoba was fantastic, and the mosque there really made the whole trip.
To Belgium, specifically Bruges. Food was amazing, and it was kind of going from this one fairy tale city in Heidelberg to another fairy tale city that's just even bigger. And
I think my favorite place to travel to was Morocco, just because it was like by far the most different culture experience that I had, and it for sure like put me outside my comfort zone, but it was like in a really awesome way.
Going to Slovenia just with 2 other people, and we rented a car and drove around the national park. And the water there is so beautiful and like bright blue.
A bunch of different small groups went to Greece, and a bunch of other groups came and joined in Ia, and we were all sitting on the roof watching the sun go down, and I looked around and saw all the people that I had been living with throughout the year, truly relished the moment that we were all together watching one of the most incredible sunsets I've ever seen.
We rented ATVs and we drove like 20 minutes through the countryside.
We did a tour all throughout Tuscany, a small town called San Gimignano, the most amazing little town.
We got this text message saying that our Flixbus was going to be like an extra 45 minutes late. So we were like, great. And so then we were on our phones and we didn't notice that our bus just passed by us. So we were stuck in Heilbronn for the night. So if you ever travel to Heilbronn, I'll let you know there's nothing to do in Heilbronn.
My favorite destination I went to was Paris. Dreams come true there.